Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello, my name is Ellie. Today I am going to be talking about everything extensions. Just before I go into this any further, I want to let you know I was not asked to do this video. I am not paid to do this video. Platinum didn't pay me, didn't ask me, nothing. This is just off my own back because I'm asked so many times, so I just thought I'd do a general video about it just so yeah, everybody can kind of get their own ideas of it. So I asked on my Snapchat, if anybody had any questions to send them in to me. Also, they could DM me on Instagram as well. So I'm going to start off to tell you about my extensions. So the extensions that I have are platinum extensions from Dublin. I know they have another store in Galway. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. Yeah, but there's a store. The store that I went to when I was living in Ireland was the one on South Ann Street. It's just on Grafton Street, a little bit off Grafton Street. So the extensions that I have are bondage extensions. So if nobody knows what bonds are, they are glue. So it's literally, so this is one strand of hair and you won't be able to see that, but it's glued onto my natural hair. I used to work in hairspray a few years ago as well, so I knew a little bit about extensions before getting them done. I used to do removals and stuff, so I kind of knew a little bit about them. And I also have clip-ins, but I'll show you these in a few minutes. The first time I got extensions was, I'm gonna say April or May of 2017. Literally everyone had them and I was like, I'm missing out, what the hell? I want them as well. So the start of last year sometime, I got in touch with Platinum and I was like, hey, I want extensions, can I have some? So I met with Ona, who is the owner of Platinum Extensions, and the first set of extensions I got were put in by Emma. If I say this wrong, I'm really sorry, but I think Emma is the manager of the Dublin store. I don't know, could be wrong, but yeah. So Emma did my first set of extensions and like, my hair was long as it was. My hair was like literally about there, so the length, it only genuinely added about that much more length onto my hair, but the volume, like I had so much hair I didn't know what to do with it. I walked out of that salon and I walked down Grafton Street like, you can't tell me nothing. Like I was the shit, literally thought I was the shit. Loved them, blah blah blah. Then obviously I moved to Toronto in August. So the day before my birthday, the 3rd of August, I got my extensions taken out and put back in all in the one day. It is now January. So August, September, October, November, December, it's now 5 months since I have gotten them in. I've lost about, I'm gonna say 5 or 6 of these. So yeah, I have 6.5 packets in my hair. As far as I know, there are either 20 or 25 strands in a packet, but I could be wrong. All I know is I have 6.5 packets in my hair and I have 3 different colours. So I have a 4, a 6 and an 8. I only know that because they go up in 2s. Yeah, just wanted some tones. So yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling on because I'll answer a lot of the questions when I'm answering questions, if that makes any sense. So yeah, I'm going to jump in now and start answering some questions. Okay, so the first question I got was, hi Ellie, I had nano locks bonded extensions before, but they kept falling out. I didn't get the right shampoo and conditioner for them, was wondering which one you use and how you hide them so well. I think mine also have burned a little. Do you know if there's a particular heat you can use on them? Regarding my platinum extensions, Platinum have their own brand of like hair care as well, which is obviously amazing. If you use the same brand of things together, it's gonna prolong the wear of it. Like it's gonna, yeah, it's what you're best off doing basically. So Platinum have their own shampoo, their own conditioner. I think they have a heat spray, or they have a shine spray. They have like a leave-in oily thing. They do travel sets. They do it all basically. If you're going with a particular company, see if they have their own line like Platinum do, or see what they'd recommend. Like if it's a salon, see what they carry, like what brands they carry. If you don't want to go with like what they ask or what they tell you to, your best option is just going for something which is sulfate free. So sulfate is what will like damage the bond and like make them slide off. So sulfate free shampoo and conditioner. I used to use one after I ran out of my Platinum stuff. I used to use a L'Oreal range. I will have them linked down below if you want to have a look at them, but they were really good and I just got them in Boots. There's some questions that I'm asked which I literally can't answer, I don't know the answer to, so your best bet is probably like going to the salon you're thinking of getting them in, going to the girls in platinum, whatever, like they're always on their Instagram and stuff, giving them a text and just seeing what they say. Okay, next question is, can they match the extensions perfectly to your hair, or do they just try and get it close enough? The girls will obviously match it up. Well, this is just my experience in platinum. They'll obviously match you up to as close as you can to your hair. What I've learned from just being in and out with the girls is if your hair is a natural colour, it's much harder to match. If your hair is cut like, what's it called? Artificially coloured, like dyed, highlights, blah blah blah, it's easier to match because obviously the hair that's in the packets is dyed, if you get me. So yeah, dyed hair is much easier to match. That's not to say that they can't match natural hair. The dyed hair is just much easier to match. Do you have to blow dry your hair after every time you wash it? Yes, you have to. You cannot leave the extensions dry naturally. The reason being is they will literally mat together. So like, say for instance, well mine are a little bit matted now, but say for instance you had these two little bonds. If you let them naturally dry, I swear to God, you'll wake up in the morning and they'll be all wrapped around each other. So it's just a pain in the arse. So basically, do not let your extensions dry naturally, blow dry them. Do the extensions cause your hair to mat at the part above the bond? The longer that they're in, they have more of a tendency, like they can mat a little bit more. Also, are they obvious when your hair is tied up? With my hair, I don't find you can see them at all, obviously because my hair is dark. I feel like it's easier in darker hair because the bond is dark as well. But then again, like I've seen girls with blonde hair and you can barely notice them. I feel like it's just the way, like I'm lucky in a case that I feel like I had a lot of hair to start with. So with the bonds being in my hair, and when I tie my hair up, my natural hair kind of like covers the bond. Like that was one of the main reasons why I like contemplated getting them at the start, because I literally wear my hair up like 90% of the time. Sure, who's gonna say to you, love, I can see your extension? Nobody will. No one, promise you. How much were they and how long the application of them took in the salon? Everybody's extensions are different only because it depends on the amount of hair that you need in your head. So obviously if you have thin hair and you need less packets, your price will obviously be cheaper than somebody who has a shit ton of hair and needs like 7 packets. I'm gonna leave Platinum's website down below and all their stuff. Their price list is on that as well. So as far as I remember, it is $359 for a full head. A full head of extensions in the majority of places will consist of 5 packets of hair. Regarding my cost, my extensions were free because I worked with Platinum, so I did like a lot of promotion work and stuff for them. And I was an ambassador for them, so my extensions were free. I am very very grateful for, and the girls in Platinum know that. Why do I talk so fast and then I can't breathe? Oh, how long they took. I remember when Emma did mine at the start, they took an hour and a half maybe. Like I was literally shocked. Like I was like, is that it? Like, are we done? What's the story here? In Platinum in Dublin, I've gotten my hair done off Emma, Stacey and Jessica. They are the 3 girls who did my extensions, so I would recommend them all. I'd recommend all the girls in Platinum, but obviously they're just the girls that I dealt with, so they're who I know. And anything else you find good for them, not product wise, but going to bed. When I got them first, the girls all told me to leave them in a loose plait just beside my little shoulder and just go to bed with them in a little loose plait. That worked really well. I found sometimes I plaited them too hard sometimes though, and I woke up with like frizzy hair and I was like, oh, I don't want this. Yeah, so I'd recommend just leaving it in like a low ponytail, just something loose, just so your hair, I'd never go to bed with my extensions just like out, just free with the wind kind of thing, never, just because they're more likely to knot then. You don't know what way you move in your sleep. So is the InStyler the best to use in your extensions, or is there any other curling tool you'd recommend? I 110% recommend the InStyler. I love mine. I find it just holds a curl in the extensions so feckin' well. Connor got me my InStyler, and when he bought it for me I didn't have extensions, so I was using it in my natural hair and I found like sorry Connor, but it didn't really work, and I was like, this is absolutely shit. What hairbrush do you use and how often do you wash your hair? I like trained my hair to wash it maybe twice a week. You can't wash that 4 or 5 times a week. You just can't, honestly. Your arms will fall off. It's just not worth it. And what hairbrush do you use? Platinum do a hairbrush, but I just didn't get my hands on it. Next best thing, which is a Tangle Teezer. So I would literally be lost without one of these. Cannot brush your hair with just like a regular paddle brush. It will not work. Like, you will pull all your hair out. I don't know what kind of sorcery is on this brush, but whatever way it is, it literally just like goes over the bonds. Yeah, so it literally just like glides over the bonds. Tangle Teezers I know you can get in, like, this is the like original Tangle Teezer, but I know they sell them in Boots anyway. A lot of other like places do their own, like Pennies and all have their own, but I'd recommend spending the €14 and getting yours in Boots. How do you style your hair in a ponytail and buns? I plan them in 2 and can tie my hair up no problem, but I find it hard to get it as tight in my head as you wear yours. I swear to God, every dog that Connor sees, he has to get a picture with. Look, like, can you cope, honestly? Okay, yeah, so like I was saying, I flick my head over, I take my Tangle Teezer and I'll start like brushing all the hair into the way I want it. And while my head is still upside down, I'll grab it in its pony, I'll wrap the bobbin around, and then when I flick it back up, I'll just take hairspray. The one that I'm using at the minute is the Pantene Volume High Lifting Hairspray. And I'll just spray that all over my head, and then I'll take the Tangle Teezer again and like slick that back. Does your hair be in bad condition when you take them out? The interweb and the googly people say that you lose up to 100 strands of hair a day. That is without the extensions. Apparently you lose about 100 strands of hair a day. So if you think about it, when you have one of these glued onto strands of your hair, like, how tiny are your strands of hair? So you have this glued onto strands of your hair, so obviously your hair can't shed like it naturally could if you didn't have the bonds. So then when you get these taken out, your hair is obviously going to feel much thinner, because all that hair that was meant to shed over the last 3, 4, 5 months is like going to come out when you get them taken out. That's just natural. That's just my theory on it, but that's just the way I look at it. Would love you could talk about how you take your extensions out. The best advice I could give for that is go back to where you got them done to get them professionally taken out. You don't want to like risk like damaging your own hair and like taking it up and doing it wrong. I'm just going to show you my clip-in extensions as well, because Platinum do offer clip-in extensions. I was the ambassador for them last year and I did like a video and stuff on them. So they come in their own little dress bag. How cute. Which is on a handy little hanger, so I just have mine in my wardrobe. Could not believe how thick these were. If you're afraid of the commitment of the bonds, I'm telling you now, the Platinum clip-in extensions, I'll give these a brush. The clip-in extensions are literally just like as good, if not better, the fact that you can just take them in and out. They are so thick, like so unbelievably thick. I can't even cope. These I think are a colour 4 because that's what I was originally, and then when I got them redone I got like the lighter bits and stuff in them. Emma cut my strips, so it doesn't just come with one strip. I think, I'm not going to tell you how many strips it comes with because I'd be afraid of being wrong, but Emma customised mine like to the size of my head and stuff, so like that's just one strip, like, but these are literally just they're like poppy clips, so you just snap them onto your hair. Again, these are human hair. All the hair that Platinum does is human. Someone texted me and asked me that today. So if you're afraid of commitment, next best thing. Lastly, I just want to touch on dyeing the hair. The girls in Platinum don't recommend, a lot of places I think would not recommend you, like they'll tell you, they won't recommend it to you, but they won't tell you that you can't. And that's just to kind of like save their own back. They don't want you going off dyeing your hair and your hair falling out and you turn around to them saying, well, you said you could dye my hair. No, they didn't really say you could, but they can't say that the hair won't take to dye. Personally, I dyed my extensions when I got them in, so I dyed my hair like a really, really dark brown. It was like a black at one stage, and it washed up perfectly, it took perfectly, it was fine, like it was, I had no trouble. But I know that there's some people that like have dyed their hair and it's literally been horror stories. Due a new set this year, we're going to do some changes. I was in touch with Emma and Ona, so We're going to change my hair. I think that's all. If you guys have any more questions, don't be afraid to get in touch with me on Snapchat or Twitter or Instagram or whatever, or else leave some more comments down below. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you are new here. If you're a returning subscriber, hey. I think that's it from me, but thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video.